I guess I'll go ahead and since I've been doing this kind of a theme or a trend, and I've gotten a few responses about this blog I wrote. I guess I'll do a video about it because it's very important and it's very key. And I don't think I really addressed this in any of my other videos because enough of. So I'm just gonna go into the topic, and y'all speak on how you feel. I'm not looking for any massive feedback or any bashing. If anybody want to be negative and bring those comments, bring them on. The last few people who've done it, those of you who have left comments on my YouTube channel, you do see what I do. What I have learned to do now is either I'll respond to you and then block you, or I'll block you and I just keep it moving. Because one thing I've learned and one thing I've gained is that the bigger person always wins. And it's not me being arrogant saying that, it's me being honest and just looking at it for what it's worth. Because sometimes you have to almost, I ain't gonna say put people in their place, but get people to realize that this, just like I had a status on Facebook a few days back saying that people think that it's about you, or the song is about you. The song Janet Jackson did a while back, and basically it confirms that the times when you think it's about you, it's really not about you. But if you think it's about you, then I guess it is. So take it for what it's worth. Anyways, my topic of discussion today, or my point of interest that's very meaning to me, and I think people don't do enough of, is putting closure to their lives. Excuse me. Sometimes we want things to end or work out a certain way, but we don't do so. So what happens is that it's a missing loophole, or it's a open-ended discussion that's just kind of left dangling for someone to possibly cap off or think about finishing or whatever. And the truth is that if you don't place closure behind a situation, then you'll be stuck thinking that there was more that could have been done to resolve that situation. I did the blog that I wrote a while back, or actually a few days ago, pertains to the fact that when you do things in life, or when something happens, closure is the best thing for everybody to kind of walk away from it knowing what happened. I worked at a company doing help desk work where whenever we did a ticket through the program, it was a program, I'm not going to get the name of the program because I don't want to, put anybody out there because somebody else might be using it or whatever. Or the company, they may be using something different. But anyway, they use this program, and in the program it would say, pending closure, final closure, or whatever. And you would basically put the closure statement saying the issue has been resolved, contact the customer, notify them of issue, everything resolved. Whatever. So I'm saying all that to say that when it comes to tying it into real life, the most important thing to do is to have closure with those around you. Whether it's closure with folks you do deal with, closure with folks you don't deal with, or closure with folks that you ain't gonna ever want to deal with again. And that's just how it is. Before I go any further, however, I do need to be saddened. No, I'm just kidding. It's not even a sad moment because I really don't care. I mean, I truthfully, I watch football. I'm a big fan. Everybody who's seen some of my videos or have heard me kind of get into my whole thing about football know how I'm about my Panthers. Yes, we lost this weekend. One of my coworkers, or actually my manager, he's a Giants fan, so he's going through it. And of course, we got one guy with us who's a Pittsburgh fan, so we got to hear about him for another week if they make it to the Super Bowl, which I'm not really pushing or pressing. That's another story. But I'm saying all that to say that it's not all that serious to me. But to go back to my topic, or to point out how I look at the whole scenario involving closure and putting things to rest, if you don't do that, you really don't go to bed easy about what's going on around you. And I'm a living witness to that. I've mostly had the mindset, and my mother said this to me, and I've kind of confirmed it in the sense of when you can walk away from a situation and feel confident or comfortable with what has happened, and the other person can't, then that shows that you're at a different level in your life than that other person. And I'm not downplaying anybody, and I'm not being negative about anything that's being said in this video. I'm just pointing out truth. It's no friction, there's no jealousy, there's no hatred, there's no envious, there's no nothing. It's just point blank facts. And all I can say is, for those of us who have friends that we cherish or know or understand, or those who have been there through thick and thin, you know, understand that sometimes you're going to have your falling out and you have your points in life where you just don't see eye to eye. No friendship is perfect, but friendships take work, and it takes time, and it takes learning, and it takes understanding. So to twine that all into the closure scenario, place closure where it needs to be placed, because if you don't, it's a messy situation. And I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. I felt like I circle talk on this one, but if you understand where I'm coming from, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because someone you've dealt with or someone you know, you don't have closure with them. And whether you choose to have it that way, or whether the other person, whether you have closure and the other person doesn't, something is missing. And I think personally that if you don't get it nipped or nabbed or understood early, in the long haul, it's going to really bite your ass. And that's just the way it is. So comments are welcome. Feedback is always generously appreciated. I want to say this now, and I know I'll be getting my infamous large amount of responses behind this. To all of my racist, ignorant viewers on YouTube that come on and make their haterade life a misery by coming on and just bashing people's videos just to bash them, keep coming on. Keep being you, because without you there is no world and there is no life. Because the amazing part is, we're going to keep going on without you. Y'all stay safe. Blood, sweat, and tears. I know I look sleepy, but trust me, we are going to get through this time. Last note I forgot to mention. Have you seen Bush recently? If you haven't, check out his last news conference as president. If you haven't, it just went off on CNN probably about 20 minutes ago. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.